Good morning, this is Ellen Petronella, and today I am here with my stitch journal. I'm actually very lucky today. The sun is shining, though still a little bit chilly. I'm sitting in my garden to spend the first 10 minutes of my day with my daily grounding ritual, and I want to bring you along because I want you to get a glimpse into what it means to use art as a grounding practice. I genuinely do not know what state I'd be in if I didn't do this on a regular basis. In fact, I'm doing it every day. Some people, they find solace in yoga, soft stretches, breathe work, maybe going for a walk, doing written journaling. I love the tactility of embroidery. Embroidery allows me to touch and feel, and it's like this added grounding element, really, to all of the thoughts and emotions swirling around inside. Today there's a lot of emotions. I decided to go simple. I'm not going to be writing this morning. I need to just let the stored emotions process through my body and out into something external. So I went for color work. I picked out the colors of what I'm feeling. I keep it that simple. I'll be doing simple running stitches in a soft movement. And if you haven't already created your stitch journal and feel called to make one, don't hesitate to check in the link below this video where I show you how I put this stitch journal together. It's a free workshop so that you can get started right away without any limitations. When we are feeling a lot of big emotions, because yes, it's not only toddlers who have big emotions, I think that many adults do too. It's simply that with life and conditioning and culture and social expectations and you name it, we learn to contain those emotions. We learn to mask them. We learn to hide them, to store them away. And unfortunately, if we don't actually let those emotions travel out somewhere, sometime, they will just start piling up. And this is where the silent stitch journal can become this anchor that you didn't know you needed. At least that's what happened for me when I started the stitch journal kind of in secret. So I've been a professional embroidery artist for 10 years now. But I kept my stitch journal private for the past 2 years, really leaning into the practice in order to get the first-hand experience, just what it's like to use it as a medium of intuitive expression. Sometimes I write anchor words, affirmations, things that I feel that I need to sit with a little bit longer. You know, many times we can understand something logically in our mind, but we need a way to let the body understand it as well. And anchor, a grounding, a way to embody what we already know. And hand embroidery for the creative soul who may not find the typical recommendations of, sit and meditate and do yoga and what X, Y, Z, who may not find those things actually that relaxing or effective. But working with your hands and externalizing, processing, anchoring, embodying, this is like meditation, but it's just underrated. I think that the ancestors who are spending the hours we spend on the screen in our modern technological societies, they spent working with their hands. And I think that was, and whether it was conscious or not, I don't know, but it definitely served to strengthen mental health and reconnect mind and body. We are way too disconnected today. I know it's a bit ironic that I share this on a video, but my hope is to share a bit more of these real-time, calming, grounding videos that you can put on in the background. Whether it's a 10-minute stitch, soft, listening to the birds sing. Putting this video on, you know that you're going to be just calmly stitching along in the virtual company of somebody else who sits potentially on the other side of the world doing the same thing. We are so many in the same boat, my friend. So many. And it's very easy to feel alone when things get overwhelming. We feel ungrounded. Bring out the stitch journal and start making a few soft running stitches every day and watch your life transform. I have 2 little toddlers at home full time. I genuinely don't know how I would manage it if I didn't get this little grounding, anchoring practice. There's no right or wrong. There's only you and the stitches. In wintertime, when I'm not able to actually sit outside, I love to do this by the fire. Hearing the crackling sound of the wood inside of the fire, inside of the, what do you call it? Stove? No, I don't think so. I had no plans as to how this shape would go. I'm just following where my hand takes me, where my needle takes me. I'm someone whose mind very, very rarely shuts up. There's always things going on, except when I start creating with my hands. And if this is you too, picking up that needle, allowing yourself to work with colors that you love, just following the movement that your needle is called to make, gives you that real break, that small little grounding break that we all so desperately need. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. I have been speaking to, is the correct, I've been speaking to so many creatives over the past 10 years of doing this work. And many of them are women with the entire world on their shoulders, full-time jobs, wrestling kids, or they're elderly parents, or endless responsibilities, and they feel that they don't have time to do art. It feels like that's a luxury for later, when really those 10 minutes, skip the scroll for 10 minutes. Sit down and just do something that is entirely for you. It's not about being productive. It's not about seeing a particular result. It's literally about the process of being present with something concrete. Engaging with colors, engaging with the touch, like just feeling the textures. a rounded shape, so sometimes a little bit difficult. As if you notice, I keep always pulling them out, just like in the sashiko practice, the little stabs in Japanese. You stretch out the stitches to avoid creating bubbles as you go along. Through the curves, I do a bit fewer stitches before I stretch it out. The longer sections, I can add more stitches before I need to stretch it out. We have reached 10 minutes together. I will just be finishing this thread, or I'll let it like that. Thank you so much for coming along this morning's 10-minute grounding stitches. I wish for you to experiment, try it. And if you didn't already, do check the link below for the free workshop on how I put my stitch journal together and how you can too. And let me know, have you tried it? Did it transform you? What was the experience? There's no start or end date to this. There's only you and the stitches. I've had this particular book for 2 years. 10 minutes a day. Thank you so much.